Hey, everybody. Welcome back. This is a holiday edition of Gruber Wired Hour, our last one for 2023. My name is Mark Beach.
My name is John Dotson, and welcome and happy holidays to everyone.
Yes.
We made it. We're here.
We're here.
Well, we're almost there. We got 1 week to go.
Yes.
Done with all your shopping?
Done and done.
Checked it off?
And checked it twice.
Checked it twice. Any plans coming up for New Year's Eve?
Not yet. So, if anybody's got anything going on, just let me know.
Yeah, we'll take an invite.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow. It's nice to come back to the holidays this time of year once again. This year went by so fast.
It did. And, lots of ups and downs, lots of successes, and a few challenges that we overcome every year, right?
Oh, yeah. It's been a roller coaster, and I think we're ending on a high note. We're at the top of that climb.
Yes, and we really appreciate our subscribers. The count continues to go up. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this podcast. And we appreciate you so much for joining this Gruber family in 2023.
Yes, thank you all very much. Gosh, again, the holidays is all about family, fun, friends. Yep. Going back to your childhood, Mark, what's one of your favorite childhood Christmas stories? What's your experience?
Oh, man, the first one that pops in my head is the Christmas I wake up and there's a G.I. Joe, I don't even know what you call it, but it was a vehicle, and it had a little antenna on top that swiveled, and it had lights, and then you got a little military flashlight with it, and I mean that was pretty cool.
Yeah, totally cool.
As a little kid.
Yeah, we had oh man, this is crazy. We had a garbage man, right? Because they used to come in the trucks and had a compactor on the back.
Yeah,
they throw the cans and the garbage in there. And this gentleman, he would come, and after Christmas, he would take all the toys that were thrown out, because all the kids got new toys on the block.
Right.
He would take them home. He'd clean them. And then come almost springtime, he would pull up at the end of the street and he would start bringing out all these used toys that he cleaned up and give them back to the children of the area. But we got this one Nerf ball, I'll remember. Those footballs?
Yeah.
Some kid got hungry or a dog took a bite out of it, says half the side was missing. But gosh, we played street ball forever.
Yeah. No, it's there's all kinds of, we talked about last week, the kids play with the boxes, when they're little. As much as anything else. We remember building something out of a refrigerator box, cut the hole in the side of it and make a rocket ship or, something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, also, just so you guys know, you don't see what happens behind the scenes. We do have our producers here. Jesse, you want to say hello to everyone?
Hi, everybody. Happy holidays.
Aaron.
Hello, happy holidays.
How about you guys? What's some of your favorite childhood stories from Christmas?
Favorite Christmas story is actually Christmas Story. My dad was super into the Christmas Story movie. He'd play it all the time. Well, he wouldn't play it. All the channels always play it, so he'd always put it on. Shoot your eye out, kid.
Did your dad also go buy the leg lamp? They can purchase that.
He might have had one at one point, maybe.
Aaron, what about you?
I went fishing one morning with my dad. We got a new motor on my boat, and so we had to go break it in, and we ended up stopping at Pleasant in Honeymoon Cove and ended up catching over 100 white bass and stripers.
Wow.
Whoa.
100?
So, yeah.
Wow.
It was fun. A lot of fun.
That's totally cool.
That's like biblical.
Yeah. Very cool. So I guess we're going to get into kind of some of the techie type things that come along this time of year and what we've done with that and where technology has brought us in regards to Christmas itself.
Right. And one of the things, so I know we have Christmas lights on here. And one of the things that I always found fascinating, because when you realize when the light bulb was invented, there was no such thing as an electrical grid.
No.
There was no infrastructure or wiring or anything. There was a light bulb and whatever they had to power it in the lab. So not only to get a light bulb into the house of all the people, right?
Yeah.
They had to build an electrical grid, which is how, the precursors of what's it called? the types of electricity.
AC, DC.
AC and DC,
Yeah.
right. There was competing plans for AC and DC, and AC won out because it could be used over distance. DC had to be very localized and could only be, within like a block or even a few houses of
Sure.
each thing. So, but to think of that, you invent the light bulb. The studio's lit up really nice. You invent the light bulb. Now you've got to invent all the stuff around that to deliver power to the homes, which then led to everything else. Right?
Sure. And, the invention of actually the Christmas light itself, replacing candles on a Christmas tree, just a safety factor there
Right.
alone was enough, to say, whoa, this is game breaking.
Yeah.
And then it was incandescent bulbs back in the day, but now we're transformed to today and we have LEDs.
LEDs, yeah. Our cubicle, mine and Bob's cubicle over there, we ran the little strip of lights, and it was $12, right, online, and we were all lit up after that, and it was just something just little localized thing, and LED lights going all around.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Now they have companies out there that will install these around the eaves of your home, and you can actually use that for any sort of festive vacation, whether it's a birthday party, holidays, whatever it might be.
Right. And I know, another shout to Bob here, but he was talking about in his neighborhood how some of his neighbors got permanent lights installed. So
nice.
Yeah, so they could actually have different color lights throughout the year, and so they're installed once in the eaves and around, and then just change the colors and do whatever for the different seasons.
Oh yeah, and you can change them right on the app on your phone.
Yep.
I mean, that's simple. Like you're saying, though, you went out there and you spent a couple bucks and bought some right online, and that's been a game changer as well, is being able to make your purchases now online versus the way it used to be.
Right. For those of you who are wondering how we were going to tie this into data cabling, that's how we're going to do it right there, is by, all of the high-speed internet, all of the capabilities of getting things now, ordering, shopping from anywhere online and having it delivered, drop shipped to your house.
Oh yeah, we went out and did the Black Friday shopping.
Right.
And this year I was just looking around. There was nobody out. It used to be wall-to-wall people.
Yeah.
But now I think with the way the internet has come along and growth and being able to shop online, that's changed dramatically how we perceive shopping.
Exactly. And, so I this weekend, while I was working on other stuff, I had, because one of my favorite Christmas movies or series actually is the Santa Claus. So I watched Santa Claus 2, 3, and then they have a TV show now or a series. So they're in their second season on that. And I'm up to the point where the tech guy gets tapped to become Santa Claus, but he has this company that's called Get It Now. and their whole thing was delivering by drones, and you order online and you get it in 60 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And we're coming to that. I mean, I'm telling you, they're still experimenting with drones around, but
Well, have you seen some of the drone light shows that are out there?
oh yeah,
Amazing. If you guys get an opportunity, go Google, take a look at the holiday shows that are being presented by drone. It is pretty amazing what they're doing.
Yeah, no, and it surprisingly doesn't take a lot of drones to do that. A couple hundred maybe.
Yeah.
And they're just in sync and, safer than fireworks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
and you can do more with them. Although everybody just likes explosions.
We
so,
still do.
Yeah. You can. By the way, at Costco right now, you can buy the ginormous box of fireworks for New Year's Eve.
Nice.
For $150 or something. It's the mega.
Just step
mega
out your door.
Yeah,
the
that's it.
neighborhoods are lit up anyway. So
Yep.
So, but yeah, and so talking back to online and so forth and where we've come, Facebook has just been a game changer as far as holidays go. Now you're able to use Facebook Messenger to be able to talk and video chat with your folks where you never had that opportunity before.
Well, that's it. I mean, the invention of the telephone and then, the genesis of that and being able to talk to relatives at a distance, communicate with them on the holidays was a big deal for me growing up. I remember, we'd talk to our grandparents on the phone and it'd be like, hey, it's long distance, so don't talk long. I mean, that was seriously like how it went because it was expensive. And so everybody just kind of did a quick hey, but there was a touch point. And now with video chat, totally different level.
Oh yeah, completely different. That and email as well, and all these different chatting capabilities. Text. We used to get Christmas cards.
Yeah.
I think I've gotten 2 this year. I mean, the scope has changed. Instead, you get a text from somebody. Merry
Right.
Christmas.
And that's true. I mean, there's a list on my phone of people that I used to work with, former customers of mine in a previous life, and we still, Happy Father's Day, Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We're in touch. We stay in touch because it's easy and
It's convenient.
simple. Yeah, it's very convenient.
Very convenient to be able to stay in touch. And I know that, for instance, I've already talked to my folks. They're going to get on a video chat with us in Christmas morning, so you can watch the great grandkids open some gifts and,
There you go.
be able to enjoy those moments along with us, even though they're thousands of miles away.
Yeah,
So,
that's great.
yeah. So, gosh, going way back in time, and one of the transitions, and you spoke about this earlier, was around 1840 that the electromechanical era began.
Right.
That's when electricity started becoming more prevalent, and you talked about the infrastructure and so forth.
Right. And it was localized back then. So you built a shop and it had its own power.
Correct.
Back then, there was no electrical grid. It was central to that particular building or whatever, the factory. And they use steam, they use coal, different mechanisms to power them so that, they could the gears could run, right?
Yeah, and we still use that concept today. Nuclear power, for instance, is still using steam generation.
Right.
So the same basic concepts, just transformed over the usage that we had.
Yep. Good stuff.
So just let's see what else. Oh, first radio by Marconi, 1894.
Yeah, so now you get the Christmas broadcasts and
Yeah.
holiday music being able to be universal instead of just kind of localized with the records and all that. You can replicate and everybody can have that experience instead of just whatever a music event you can attend. Now everybody got to experience. With records and with radio, a common thing,
That's really it. Commonly uniting people, bringing people together. I mean, just technology just continues to do so.
Right.
So we went from the first starts of electricity into radio, then we had telephone,
Right.
just different forms of communication along the road. And look where we're at today with a smartphone, and I just go, wow.
Yeah. The shared experience thing cannot be underestimated, and especially with families and being able to connect and remain connected. Distance is now not a factor, and everything that we do in Gruber communications, especially with our connectivity solutions and all that, just continues to assist in the evolution of that technology.
Oh, sure. For instance, being able to do something like we do here with the podcast.
Right.
Yeah. And it just continues to grow. Hey, Jesse, what growth have you seen over recent years in regards to what it is you're doing here with being able to go from where you're at now to doing the podcast?
Well, we started the podcast quite a while ago for Gruber Motors, right? The Tesla repair division.
Mm-hmm.
And, so to go back even further, a little over 3 years ago when I started here, the only one of the companies that had any social media presence was Gruber Motors. And there was only a TikTok. I'm sorry, there wasn't even a TikTok. There was only a YouTube account with 300 subscribers, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
They had been, Max, who is the owner's son, had been helping do that. He's, went to film school and has his degree and all that. And they were building it up from nothing, essentially, back 2021. End of 2020, actually. And from there, we now are over 108,000 subscribers. The show we've been doing, between all the different shows, we've done over 200 episodes of the podcast, both the Roadster podcast and the regular EV podcast. And to see it grow is really remarkable. I've mentioned this to a couple of other people here. The Motors division is the only one of the 3 main divisions here at Gruber that doesn't have a sales team at all.
Yeah.
Yet they have enough work to be backed up several months. the social media impact on that company is massive, and it's been really rewarding for me because I've seen it grow from basically nothing to very, very prevalent over the last 3.5 years.
And was that your expectations? I mean, where were your expectations at coming aboard on this?
Yeah, I mean, I had some experience before working for a company in South Phoenix that did kitchen products, kitchen appliances, right? They kind of drop shipped them. So they would import them from China, and then they would drop ship them to customers all over the place. It was an online e-commerce store, and I had helped them set up a production kitchen where we could test out their kitchen products. Uh-huh. And we did YouTube videos doing their kitchen products. And I saw the impact there. That was back in 2015. I saw that kind of early on, that YouTube video itself is the future, not just YouTube, but people want to see things and they want to be able to interact. And that's why I think video podcasting specifically is even more prevalent now than regular audio podcasting, because for a long time people were just listening to these things, right?
Yeah.
But the video component of it and giving something to people that they can see and interact with, I always knew that was going to be big from my early experience.
Very cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And on that note too, we want to interact with you. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to type them in as we're going on. And we can address whatever comes up.
Yeah, if you want to chime in, tell us some of your favorite holiday stories, feel free.
Yep. How has technology changed your life? And, what can you do now with higher speeds than you couldn't do, let's say, 5 years ago, 10 years ago? Let's hear from you. We want you to engage today.
Well,
I mean, every day.
Yeah.
but especially today.
But going back to the Christmas theme, some things are changing so dramatically. They now have tree decorating assistants.
I saw that. That I don't know if that's great or that's lazy at this point. What I mean?
I have grandkids. They're my assistants.
Look, my cat is going to rearrange anything I do anyway, so
right?
he's the decorating assistant.
But those are some of the innovations that we've seen with technology.
Right.
Now you have these assistants that can help you with those trees. And I'm not sure exactly what they are. I kind of envision maybe a robot standing there putting stuff up, or more likely an app on your phone.
Right.
Give you
it
some
just
ideas.
Says place this ornament here and place this ornament there.
Yeah.
Or something. The really cool stuff that I like are the LEDs, and there's, different light kits that you can buy, and you put them on the tree, and then it does the patterns on the tree. So it doesn't just do, rotating lights and things like that. It will do kind of really cool patterns as well. And I'm sure some of you guys have seen the elaborate front of home stuff where it's timed to music and there's all these light displays, everything flashing going on. I've got a good friend in Scottsdale. Give him a shout out, Chris Burkett, who is... every year he competed in the Christmas light fight maybe 5 years ago now, and won the national contest. It was a reality TV show series, and he won. So
that's cool.
He's got a pretty impressive setup. He starts with the Halloween thing, which is in itself insane and a must visit, but then he converts all that to Christmas, and so. With automation, I mean, you can do a lot of stuff.
And that's just where we're at today. I can imagine a time in the future where we're going to be able to see more like holograms and holographic, projections coming and taking place.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think we're too far away from that.
No. And, with the creativity with lasers and how they can create, images that the single beam, but it goes so fast it makes an image.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Good stuff.
Fun to see where it goes. Speaking of which, with again all this technology, I want to say it started off with an accident by Sears and their advertising many years ago.
Okay.
Anyway, they had this advertisement out there, call Santa, and they had this hotline for Santa, and they put up the wrong number, and it ended up being a line direct to NORAD.
Okay.
So that's where this whole thing about NORAD Santa Tracker.
Yeah.
So NORAD began tracking Santa the following year. They had so many phone calls.
And this is when technology was just really getting somewhere as far as internet and all that kind of stuff when my kids were smaller. So being a dad and being able to get the Santa tracker up on a computer and say, oh, hey kids, time to go to bed because look, here's Santa tracker, he's on his way, right? Just a pretty cool thing.
It was cool. And I remember we'd go out and we'd look out the window and look for a little red nose up in the air. The funs of being a child, right?
Yes.
But NORAD does this every year, and it continues to grow and grow, and it continues to spread worldwide. Through the use now of the fiber optics and so forth, and be able to transfer that data around the world.
Yes.
So yeah, NORAD tracks Santa everywhere.
Everywhere. NORAD knows if Santa's been good.
Santa, of course, he's been good.
Yeah, I like how they did it in the Santa Claus, with the explanation of how Santa makes the trips, with opening the vortexes, right? Yeah. And that's how he gets where he's going, which is pretty good. And a little bit of suspension of the space-time thing going on.
I think they kind of took that from Gene Roddenberry.
They could have.
I think they may have. Those are wormholes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except these are in our planet, as opposed to in space. But yeah, no, I get where you're going with that.
Yeah. So, but many other inventions came along, with the technology. The one that I really want is the instant snowball maker. Wouldn't that be fun?
It would might be a little impractical in Phoenix, Arizona.
I was just gonna say I don't think that would work here.
Yeah, I don't think this selling ice to Eskimos would be like that. It's selling a snowball maker to a guy in the desert, right?
Yeah. Well, people don't understand how difficult it is and what a chore it is to snowball show when it's 115 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's a chore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yep.
Wears me out every time.
Actually shoveling tumbleweeds, but at least that's what everybody thinks,
right?
That's the image.
It so is. But things that are up and coming, I mean, Virgin Galactic, they're going to start offering zero gravity Christmas flights.
Interesting.
So you'll be able to do enjoy Christmas in space for a moment.
For a brief moment,
but yeah, it'll still be fun. It's historic.
Yeah, no, that's very cool.
What else do we have in places coming up here? Oh, virtual New Year's Eve experience. We have these. This came from some time ago, with technology. Once again, you can be in 3, 4, 5 different places at once if you really want to.
Right. One of the tools that I thought was really interesting that started coming out, man, it's been like 10 years now, but are these virtual design apps? So like Home Depot had one. I know Lowe's probably had one, but you could take and place a piece of furniture in your house, take a picture of your house, place the furniture in your house so that you could envision what it would look like, right?
Yeah, we did this. We used this actually at Lowe's about 2 years ago. We remodeled our kitchen.
Okay.
And so we went in there and the gentleman came and said, here, come sit down. And he took the dimensions of our kitchen, threw it out on the computer, had everything there. And next thing you know, he's like, you want this cabinet over here, you want a faucet over here, you want to put a refrigerator here. And before we know it, he had a full 3D model of exactly what our kitchen would look like.
There you go. I mean, it's I'm sure it's got to increase sales when you can show somebody exactly what the end result's going to look like. You'll have trouble visioning things sometimes, but this just takes that out of it.
Sure. And not only that, it's very convenient.
Yeah.
Extremely convenient. And you're not trying to sit there and picture this and picture what the granite countertop's going to look like. Everything was there. It was colorized.
And then once you've got that laid out, I'm sure you get a materials list that encompasses every washer, nut, everything from soup to nuts.
Yeah.
To do the project.
Oh yeah, it was perfect. And then you just pick a date that you want delivered, bring it that day, and off you go and get it installed, and you're done.
There you go.
Very convenient.
Technology, it'll get you.
Bring in. Let's go over some of what's taken place over the 2023 as far as tech growth goes, innovation and so forth. We're coming up on a new year.
Right.
And so we're going to take a look and see, okay, what's happened this past year? What are some of the big ticket items, I guess you'd say, in our industry?
Right. Well, I mean, one of them's got to be what we talked about last week, which was AI.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the big splash for me anyway. Maybe I've forgotten what else has happened, but that one's in the forefront of my mind. The AI image generators, like what we've got behind us here. AI chat bots that, can help customers or answer questions. It's kind of now the go-to. We still use Google and all that, but the chatbot kind of takes things right to the bullet points.
Yeah, and it's just going to continue to grow and grow from there. I was reading an article over the weekend in regards to AI and how now AI is training itself. So they got the algorithms down to where the technology can train itself.
Yep.
And so that's interesting to me.
Yeah, it's already grabbing information, as Pete had talked about, from so many different resources, right?
Yeah.
And so for us, that would be the natural extension of it. The only thing is, what concerns me about that is, it's garbage in, garbage out. So if it gets a little wonky in one area and then it's teaching itself the wrong thing, you would not believe how many iterations of this little scene behind me here we went through because it spelled Gruber wrong and it spelled Christmas wrong and it spelled industries wrong. And we had to play around with it. And when we couldn't tell it how to get it done, one of our guys, Chris, ended up having to edit one of the pictures to get the wording right.
Yeah.
So, it's like it's kind of
there.
It's kind of like autonomous cars, right? If you follow your GPS and you know how screwed up GPS is, a lot of times, it's messed up. And now you got a car that's depending on GPS. Well, you want to make sure you end up in the right spot.
But that's also another one of the talking points about what's happened in 2023 is the whole robot knowledge and sharing. And that really goes to autonomous cars. So you can actually be driving and you might not know it, but your Tesla will be talking to another Tesla, or your electric vehicle will be talking to another electrical vehicle on the road.
Right.
They're able to communicate to each other.
Yeah. The whole smart road thing is definitely on the horizon, and I don't necessarily know how I feel about it, but it's coming whether I feel any particular way or not. And that's going to be roads communicating traffic to cars, to especially autonomous cars, take them different routes to avoid issues or backups if there's an alternate route that's more suitable. In the valley here it's a little tougher, but if you're in California, there's 20 ways to get somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. And if you actually stop and take time to look around when you're driving and just take a moment and realize all the technology that are simply on those poles at the light stops that you're at.
Right.
You got cameras, you got lights, you have a lot going on.
Right.
So infrastructure is taking place and it is building up in inconspicuous areas that we just take for granted, that we don't even realize that it's there.
Right. Is that so I just want to make sure everybody knows John's hair is not green. Okay. And just so they know, I think the green screen is messing with his hair today.
My hair today.
So yeah, it's not green. He's not making a statement. He's not going punk on us.
What little hair I have left.
But the video, I just noticed it's kind of like got a little green hue to you there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm green with envy today.
It's the Grinch.
The Grinch.
Yeah, he's the culprit.
Gosh, we've talked about autonomous vehicles and how technology is changing that, and they're talking to each other, but they're also talking to each other. I was reading an article in regards to Amazon in their warehouses, and they have these robots there, and they talk to each other, as they're pulling out the items that people are purchasing and taking them over and getting them ready to wrap up and ship out so that your children can open them for Christmas.
Right. If you've ever watched any of those videos too, how things are done, and you have a chance to Google or look up the Amazon warehouse robots, and they'll stop if a human's in the on the floor. They won't be going if a human's there, right? But everything just kind of flows and drops in and, moves, and you get it at your door when they say it's going to show up.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Again,
You guys seen the new Tesla one?
No.
Tesla bot? I'll see if I can pull up a video.
Pretty
Okay.
cool. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it's all this to say that, it's data. It's all data that allows things to operate the way that they should.
Sure.
And, whether it's on small scale or large scale, and I know we've done and do large custom deployments for cabling that it doesn't exist in the out in the ecosystem. We build it.
Yeah.
Right. So these are things that have never been created, and a customer comes to us and says, hey, we're doing this great thing and we're doing it to scale. And so we need 1,000 cables that do this, that are, constructed this way, or et cetera. Right. And that's one of Gruber Communications' claim to fame, is its ability. If you watch any of the shorts, Pete's out there and he's talking about and he's showing some of these crazy cables that we construct just on customer spec. It's not off the shelf. Has never been created before. And they've got their schematics, their wiring diagrams, and we create it to spec.
Yeah, that's where our engineering and skills come in to play in regards to sales.
Yep. It's
all that knowledge.
It's a beautiful thing.
Okay.
Yeah, got a video for you.
So No Snow asks, is that the original Gruber building? Well, that's funny.
We think
we're
it might be
40 years old, and I don't think we looked like that back then.
And he's asking if is that Pete on the horse or the tractor?
That's a Gruber Motors tractor right there.
Yeah.
I got the video for you here.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the future of robotics.
The Tesla robot. Interesting.
This is real. This is not CGI or animation.
It's real, huh? Wow. I've got one question in regards to this. Why the human likeness? We could take a robot and do anything. We could put,
Yeah.
20 arms on this thing.
Same
Lots
thing
of
Pete
legs.
said, yeah.
Why do we take it? Is it just because familiarity?
We know how
Maybe
we function, right? We know, we can mimic.
Maybe it's not to freak too many people out. It's more realistic. Like, it looks like us, so maybe we can relate to it. Although at times this does kind of freak me out.
Yeah.
I think the main argument that I've seen is that the human style anatomy and the hands and thumbs specifically and all of that are multi-purpose, whereas if you build robots that are for a specific purpose, they're only ever going to do that purpose.
That
You
makes
know?
sense.
Yeah.
You know what I think is really cool are those robotic dogs. the military's using those for real. I mean, and the first time I saw those was on Black Mirror.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody watched that, but I love Black Mirror.
I forgot this.
Is that a Netflix show?
Yes.
Here's the end. I forgot that it plays this at the end. I thought it was over.
Oh, that's just going too far. I'm done.
It's a little dance party.
Wow.
Robot dance party with Tesla. There we go.
Wow. Yeah. No, that's I mean,
We're gonna have to embrace this. It's coming.
just watch
it's here.
iRobot. That's all I got to
I've
say.
seen that before. Yeah.
I don't care if it has Will Smith in it, watch
good show.
iRobot. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's interesting though, but to see where the robotics are, and that's just the beginning stage. So what's next? And what's next? This is like the iPhone 1,
Right.
So what happens when we get up to Robot 15?
Right. It's more like the Robin Williams movie Bicentennial Man.
I have not seen that.
You have to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very good. It's very well done. Yep.
I'll check that one out.
Bicentennial Man.
So 2023 in review. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is hitting us here at home. High temperature superconductivity. We're seeing a lot of these plants going in right now. Semiconductor plants, Taiwan Semiconductors out here, Intel. We're just seeing this spark grow.
Right.
Yeah, when the TSMCs are up the street.
Yeah, just a few miles up the road here.
Yep.
That's a huge facility. If you haven't been by there or seen it, I suggest doing it. Pretty impressive.
Right. And when they talk about high temperature, they're not talking about, literally high temperature. They're talking about not having to create superconductivity at super cold levels.
Correct.
They can create the superconductivity at room temperature.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially financially.
Right. Right. Well,
Saves a
then
lot
they
of
get to
money.
quantum computing and all that down the road. But yeah,
We're not far away from that. It's going to be crazy.
Do you think so?
Yeah, it's going to enable things that we couldn't even. It's going to fundamentally change everything. And people always say, especially back like say Industrial Revolution or all these massive technological advancements that have happened over the years.
Yeah.
Combining what we're now doing with AI, with the first nuclear fusion reactions, and with supercomputing is going to completely reshape society.
It'll be that dramatic.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's going to, like what the internet has done to the world.
Sure.
Imagine that 1,000-fold.
Wow. I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
no.
No, that's computing beyond my brain's capability.
Well, there's some pretty cool images of that the Google qubit processing.
Mm-hmm.
Now the last video I watched on that, it was like one error out of 100 cycles, right? So the technology's not there. Even 1 in a million is not really acceptable. So they're still working on it.
Wow.
But they're getting there. I mean, in qubits calculate quantumly as opposed to binary, ones and zeros, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it creates a whole matrix of possibilities there.
Yeah, and everywhere we turn, we're just hearing AI. And that's one of the things coming up in 2024, predictions of what's taking place. And one of the things that's going to revolutionize gaming is AI. Because you can basically get into a game and it will re-simulate your play as you go through. And then it just continuously grows with
Evolves, yeah. It that I could see how that would be very useful.
Yeah.
It'll never let you get too good. You will never reach the final level.
You never. You got to put more money into the machine.
That's it. You will never get to the end.
But some of the things coming up in 2024 that I know are kind of top headlines that we're looking at for growth is the rise of autonomous agents in administrative roles.
Right.
Again, AI. We can't keep saying enough of what's taking place.
Well, there is a gap there with like service and support, and so there's a lot of offshoring that I think would then be upscaled by AI, right? So I think that's a great application
nice tool
for it. Yeah,
most definitely. Gosh, we were talking about this earlier about how tech is moving into new hub locations.
Yeah.
Texas is the next Silicon Valley. I mean, it really is. I think we were kind of the forerunner to that, moving out of California.
Yeah, we've got Arizona. Arizona is really a mecca for a lot of tech industry stuff. Now we're doing chip manufacturing. We had Intel here.
EVs too.
What's that?
We have a lot of big EV manufacturing here or moving here.
Yes. Lumen or Lucid, I'm sorry.
Lucid, yeah.
Yep, is one. And then, of course we have, I don't know, do we have any Tesla manufacturing here or no?
No manufacturing. We have a lot of service centers and a lot of up and coming EV companies too that are doing stuff. Like there's that's doing battery tech out in Mesa.
Okay.
It's a big one. And then outside of the EV realm, we also have I think Facebook just bought some untold hundreds of thousands of square feet for their data centers out in East Mesa. I know that a lot of companies are headquartered here that do call center work, like GoDaddy, one of the biggest web development companies, is here.
Yeah.
Because we don't ever get weather, so we have a lot of uptime. It's very hard for us to go down. We don't have earthquakes, hurricanes, snowstorms, any of that stuff.
No,
Right.
it just gets hot. So,
Right.
and if you're comfortable with some heat for 3 to 4 months, the rest of the year is nice.
Where are you living that it's only 3 or 4 months?
Okay, it's dragged out to 6 months now.
Yeah, it's 6 months. There's not 3 or 4 months of heat. Come on.
It's hot right now. I woke up. I was telling the guys this. I woke up this morning in my apartment. I have it set to 72 air conditioning, and it was running this morning when I woke up.
Well, it was 79 yesterday. Come
Yeah.
on. I mean,
Yeah, we're going to be in the 80s for Christmas, aren't we?
No, 65.
65.
I made sure because there are just some things that have to be right. So yeah, no. This last 2 days warm, and then we go back.
Yeah, drop down a little bit.
Yeah.
See what else is going on in tech coming up here.
I don't know.
Gosh.
I want to talk about movies and TV shows now because we only got about 19 minutes left.
Okay, we
You
can do
gotta
that.
want to do trivia and start getting people to
Yeah, we need some
participate.
people to chime in. We've got lots of pictures from movies and television shows, and let's just see who can guess what shows those are.
Right, that'd be great.
Jesse, you want to cue up the first one?
And then we're gonna we got some pictures, exclusive pictures never seen before from our Gruber Christmas party on Friday.
That's right.
Yeah, we get to world debut the photos.
So Jesse's going to get some photos going for us here.
All right, so both these trivia ones here.
So we'll just be flashing some photos so you guys can chime in. I think everybody knows what this one is.
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
Do you have a cousin Eddie in your family?
No.
No? We do. I think
Do
I'm
you?
it. I think I'm our cousin Eddie.
And Harry, feel free to comment in the notes there. I mean, come on, he just wide open. He asked for it, so
Yeah, so anyway, this was Christmas Vacation. If you have not seen this movie, it is a lot of fun to watch this time of year.
yes. Oh,
Oh wow, Kevin.
anybody? Macaulay Culkin.
Yes.
Yes.
That was a really young then, huh?
You've seen the photos of him recently where he apparently the woman that played his mom in this movie gave him his star, or helped him get his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, they showed the before and after pictures. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Home Alone, right?
Home Alone. Home Alone 2. Home Alone 3. No, not 3. It's his
one.
brother, and he's in Home Alone 2 too.
Speaking of
Boston, New York.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Oh, there we
Harry.
go. Oh, Harry. Yeah, Harry, you got it right. That was Vegas Vacation. Not Vegas Vacation, Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, I was going to say what?
Oh boy, here's one that's going to throw some people back. I don't even think Jesse knows this one.
I have never seen this picture before in my life.
No? Anyone?
Anybody?
What about you, Aaron?
Bueller?
The Wonderful Life or something?
No.
Nope.
Uh,
This is before your time,
Let's see
before
if
our
we-
time.
let's see if we got any. Yeah,
Well,
this one looks
everybody-
old.
Everyone dreams of it. Put it that way. Can you catch it now?
Dreams of it?
Everybody dreams of this type of Christmas.
The story goes, the song to this was written here in Arizona at the Arizona Biltmore by this composer.
Bing?
No, the composer.
Who's the composer of that one?
Irving
Oh.
Berlin.
So
Irving
Harry,
Berlin. You're right. There
Yep.
we go.
There we go. Harry's
We got
right.
Harry. Yay, Harry.
White Christmas.
There you go.
What we got next here?
This is a Christmas movie.
Yes, I agree.
There is no
100%.
debate. There's no debate.
I don't care who you are. That guy's awesome. Shout out to him and his family right now with everything he's gone
Yeah,
through. I mean, this
definitely.
is definitely an actor who has brought a lot of people joy over
Yep.
years.
Yep.
I've actually never seen the movie.
You've never seen that?
Yippee-ki-yay.
No.
Wow. You need to check it out. But yes, this is Die Hard.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
This was Mark as a child.
You're a funny guy. This actually looks like my son Ryan. He's like not with the bunny suit, of course, but
Sure.
he's got that face.
And Jesse, you could probably answer this one, I'm sure.
That is actually, I like the little slippers he's got too. As part of that onesie.
Yeah.
Christmas Story.
Now, since your father was huge in the Christmas Story, did he put you in one of these as well as a child?
If he did, I don't remember, and I'm thankful for that.
Okay.
Huh.
Yes, I watched this for the first time last year. I hadn't watched
Yeah.
it before.
Yeah, you either love this movie or you hate it. You gotta laugh or you're
love
like,
this movie.
oh.
I was dying at both
Yeah.
of these, 1 and 2.
Anybody? Harry, you gonna chime in? Okay.
Okay, he's not good, but he is.
Bad Santa.
That's right. Bad
Yep.
Santa.
Mhm.
Word of advice on Bad Santa, just remember it's not a family-friendly movie.
No.
So if you
No.
choose
No.
to watch it, please watch it as an adult.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
movie, I just started watching for the first time to see all the way through, and it's bizarre.
So true story. We were taking a family trip to Disneyland, and it wasn't Christmas season or anything like that, but we had just gotten a Navigator, and it had the DVD player in it, so the kids could watch in the back, the little pop-down screens.
Sure.
I heard this movie probably 5 times before I ever saw this movie. I heard it. So if you can imagine all of the sounds and all of the dialogue and
Yeah.
everything, and not being able to see any of what's going on, especially in the mailroom when he goes,
Yeah.
that's a sucky. It's sucky.
And he
Yep.
definitely will not fit on your shelf. So don't try
No,
it
that's
with
not
this
an
eye.
elf for the shelf.
But yeah, Elf is the movie. Thank you, Harry. Oh, this was a fun movie. This is a more recent of movies. If you have not seen this one, it is a lot of fun to watch. Here's a hint. Very violent.
Violent.
Yeah, very violent.
I'm stumped on this one.
Are
I
ya?
haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Well, if you happen to get a chance, this is Violent Night.
Oh, it's really recent.
And it's one of those shows that you go, wow, this is pretty violent, but actually has a lot of Christmas moral behind it. So it's one of those movies that just kind of
Oh, it's a
takes you
trade off.
for-
Is that what you're saying?
It is. It is. There's a lot of violence. There's a lot of language, and then you get a little bit of warmth in your heart.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer doesn't need violence to bring me home on that one, though. So I mean, I hear what you're saying. Aha!
Gotta love this duo. You know who that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's that. This character shares a name with a famous D-back player.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, this is what? Muppets Christmas Carol.
There you go.
Can't go wrong with the Muppets. I want the Turbo Man.
This is a Christmas movie.
It is.
Well, I mean, that's Schwarzenegger, but what are you talking? What? Okay,
Yeah, what is this?
this is sus right here. This
Yeah.
is
That's-
sus.
Yeah, right?
Is this the movie I'm thinking of? Is this the action one?
Yeah,
That's a Christmas movie?
it is. He goes looking for a Turbo Man for his son for Christmas.
Huh. Interesting.
But the name of the movie's spacing my mind right now.
I haven't seen the movie in
Oh.
like 20 years.
Yeah, it came out some time ago. Help me out, Harry.
Is it on the
Oh,
list?
Jingle All the Way.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of a different one.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'll give you that one then.
Yeah,
There you go.
there you go.
Aw.
Everyone knows this guy. But do you know the name of that little elf? This is my thing. I was nicknamed this in high school because when I had hair, I had this little flip up here.
Yeah.
And so they started calling me Hermie, the misfit elf that wanted to be a dentist from this show.
Did you take that note, Harry? He's called Hermie.
So for quite some time, they were calling me Hermie,
Okay.
the misfit elf.
Thanks for that.
Good old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yes.
Cannot go wrong with the classics.
No.
Every year I have to watch that, even as an adult.
Aha.
Michael Keaton, this
It's a
guy,
good movie.
yeah, and this guy can act in a lot. I mean, it's just a variety. His
Yeah.
acting skills are amazing.
Anyone?
Aaron, you know this one?
Sorry, I'm on a delay on my screen.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot the people are on a
Is
little
it
bit.
Jack
of a-
Frost?
It is.
It is Jack Frost. Good call. That's just a fun movie.
Yeah, that guy's been acting forever.
Yeah,
Oh, this is a great movie.
yeah. You really want to enjoy the holidays, take the time to watch this.
This one and the
Great
other
show.
one in black and white. Anyone? Miracle on 34th Street.
Miracle?
I was going to say that, but I
34th Street.
thought for some reason I didn't know that was black and white. I guess I did, but
Yep.
Hey,
Oh,
there we
man.
go.
Okay, I haven't seen this. I mean, I know what it is just
Yeah,
because
You've never seen Gremlins?
not for Christmas. No.
Wow. You're
no.
missing out.
No.
But Gremlins, that was a fun movie back in the day. I think they're working on another one, trying to revamp the series.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
There are quite a few good TV show Christmas episodes. Friends, Frasier, West Wing is a
Cheers.
good one for, Office.
Lots of stuff. Does anybody know this one? I do.
Yep.
What about you, Jesse, Aaron?
I think I know what it is.
Yeah?
Maybe. Yeah. No guesses coming in. Again, they're on a delay a little bit.
Is this an Elvis Christmas movie?
No.
Hey, you don't see the
Here's
guy in the hat there?
Here's the irony in this.
Oh,
This
I
group
know
of
it.
people were stuck on an island forever, right? Trying to find a way to get home. Every episode was, how do we get home? How do we find our way off this island? Santa Claus shows up, and you can ask for anything in the world for a gift, right? And he's got a sleigh and reindeer, and they don't ask to go home.
Santa leaves him jacked.
Yeah, he leaves them sitting here on this island.
I mean, he could have at least told somebody.
Could have brought him a new radio for the
He
professor.
knew where they were.
Anyway, this is Gilligan's Island's Christmas.
Yeah. There we go.
This is another throwback to a TV series.
I do not know. what this
Oh, I
is.
know the series. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not, this picture isn't in the series, but if you look at the snow people up at the top.
Yeah. And the house. The house is prevalent in the
Yep.
series.
Yep.
A lot of people.
Yes. That's a hint right there.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people.
There's a bunch of people in this one. And as we have Brady labels and a Brady label maker, and we have a bunch of people, we end up with
the Brady
the
Bunch.
Brady Bunch. Oh, boy.
The greatest Christmas movie of all time.
I have not actually watched this in years. I should sit down and watch this.
There's a
this one you said
colorized
earlier?
version too.
Is there?
Yep.
What was that, Jesse?
I think Aaron guessed this one earlier.
Oh, he said
Is it
one.
A
Yeah.
Wonderful Life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, you old building alone. Oh, there are 4 boxes.
This one's going to throw me. Ugh.
I have no idea what this is. I know a lot of these people, but
Oh,
Is this one for Christmases or is
Oh.
it?
no.
Is this Love
Is it
Actually?
Love Actually. There you
Yes.
go.
So you know
Yes.
these when you grew up with all sisters, so
Wow.
some of these I didn't know were Christmas.
This really wasn't a Christmas movie. It's more of a holiday movie, but you can't go wrong with these two actors.
No, this is definitely a very funny movie.
Yeah.
Those aren't pillows. Oh my goodness.
And speaking, transportation is a key word here, right?
Yeah, planes, trains,
Trains
and
and
automobiles.
automobiles.
Yeah. Yeah. The late great John Candy.
Yeah, he was great. Lots of fun. Ring a bell?
No.
They're young there. That's Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy.
Right. I got that, but I'm not.
Not catching a whiff on this one.
No.
I'll tell you a hint. They're trading.
Huh?
They're trading.
Trading Places?
Trading places.
Oh, that's not a
Yep.
Christmas movie, is it?
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
I mean, just because there's a Santa picture and it doesn't. Okay. All right. Hey, look, you made the list. I'm just, I'm going to get, you got,
This is another debate on whether it's a Christmas movie or not.
I've never seen it. I've never
And
watched it.
I say it's a Christmas movie, and I'm told otherwise, but, it's on the list of Christmas movies.
Tim Burton.
Yeah, good old Tim.
Yes.
There you go. That's some of your favorites
just
right there.
Did that this weekend. Very good movie.
Yeah. The Santa Claus.
You know what didn't make the list here too? I'll wait until I see if the picture comes up.
It's probably
Christmas on the Mountain.
Yeah, it's probably before Jesse and Aaron's time, I'm sure.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Is that Willy Wonka?
No.
This is Christmas with the Waltons.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to go way back on that one.
way back.
Or be from the southern.
But I happen to have that. I have all the Walton stuff.
There's another one that's a throwback.
No idea.
That's Boss Hog.
Oh, Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah,
huh?
Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay.
They had a Christmas special as well.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't, right?
Right.
This
Everybody
one's for
knows
the kids.
this one, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You got to let it go. Just let it go.
Perusing.
Speaking of the holidays, we just went over some films and whatnot and some TV shows. And one of the things that we do around here is Gruber hosted a Christmas party for us.
Yes.
And I know we got some pictures of those that we're going to put up.
The one I was looking for too was Fred Claus.
Oh, Fred Claus.
With Vince Vaughn. Yeah.
I forgot
That's
about
a great
that.
movie.
That's a lot of fun. Yeah.
And While You Were Sleeping is a Christmas movie as well with Sandra Bullock.
I don't recall that one.
Yeah, it's definitely a chick flick, but you got to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm sure your wife will like it.
Oh, that's one of her favorite actresses. So.
Yeah, it's a cute movie.
I've probably seen it before, but I probably slept through it while she was watching it. So
I got sucked into a hot debate on X the other day about Mean Girls being a Christmas movie.
really,
Whoa.
I just saw that not too long ago for the first time. I laughed pretty good. It's a good show, but they think it's a Christmas movie, huh?
Yeah, because a portion of when Damien goes into the classroom, he's dressed up as Santa Claus. So
Gotcha.
they want to label it a Christmas movie as well.
It's Christmas adjacent. How about that?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, we got a Christmas party.
All right.
All right, look at this. We got some photos from our annual Gruber Christmas party. God, man, thank you to Gruber Industries, to everyone here, management, all the
Yes.
staff, everybody. I mean, it's been a great year.
And just a little dad pride here. My son took these pictures. Richard, who also works here. Thank you, Richard.
Look at that. Now I'm getting hungry.
Oh boy. Yes.
Eat some pie. There's Chaz.
HS.
Just a real quick story as we finish up here. Last year at the Christmas party, Audrey had made a collage, a video of lots of our team members over the period of years.
Okay.
And I'm standing there watching the video, and Pete, one of our company, comes up and stands next to me. And he didn't say too much, and I can kind of see
That's Harry, everybody, by the way.
There's Harry.
That's Harry.
Hi, Harry. But anyway, Pete was looking at the video with me, and he turned to me and he said, "Wow, I've forgotten about some of these family members."
Yeah.
And it was the first time I saw some humanity in Pete.
No,
per se.
don't say it that way. You got emotional, right?
He got emotional.
Okay.
And it was just one of those moments where I went, wow, he really does consider us all family
Yeah.
here. There's Pete.
There's the shot from the scissor lift.
Oh, that was up above. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, this was a great time. My first Christmas at Gruber, and I can tell you that they do it up right. It was a great time. And as somebody here, especially somebody new, I can tell you that I felt appreciated, and thank you for having that. It's been a great 4 months now, and for me, and we're jumping into 2024 with both feet, and
Yeah, it's going to be great. This year is going to be amazing.
amazing.
It will be amazing. The good things are coming. Good things are going to happen.
Yes.
And once again, thank you everybody who joins us and everybody who watches the videos. We appreciate it. Thank you, Gruber, for everything that you do, especially this time of year. Everybody, I hope that you treasure your moments with your family and friends.
Amen. And, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this podcast. We want it to spread far and wide. We appreciate you being here and being a great part of our 2023 as we launch this podcast series. And we look forward to big things in 2024. Hug the kids, kiss the dog, make sure you have a great, safe new year. And we will be back in 2024. So the next 2 Mondays, we won't be here because it's Christmas Day and New Year's Day. After that, we will be back on January 8th at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So please join us then. I'm Mark Beach.
I'm John Dodson, and thank you once again. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.